I want to coach people. I think I could coach people. I'm gonna coach people. Please don't. Hey guys, Nolan here. Today, we're talking about coaches and how just because you think you could be one doesn't mean you automatically should become one. But before we do that, a quick little shout out to all the new subscribers who have decided to join the Little Cruiser Guild. Hello, welcome to our corner of the horse world where we talk about all the fun things that make this horse world go round. If you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, the button's just down there, you know what to do. But if you don't know what to do, I'll make it simple for you. Hit the button and hit the bell. In a previous video, we spoke about competition coaches and how they aren't very helpful. If you haven't had a chance to watch it, the link is right there, as well as I'll link it down below in the description. Give it a check out. In it, we took a very close look on what competition coaches do and don't do, and how it's affecting the horse community and horse industry as a whole. But today, we're going to take a step back and talk about horse people who think they should be the next coach because all you have to do is tell people what they're doing wrong and then belittle them when they fail. I mean, a monkey could do this job. People really get paid hourly to bitch at their students? Only horse people. But what these same people don't understand is that this isn't what being a coach entails. The training part, sure, that is important to being a coach, but that's not the only thing to keep in mind. There are many other things to keep in the back of your mind while trying to be a good coach. First thing, which I'm going to bring up again because I brought it up before in my video about going pro, but I'm going to bring it up again now. Just because you can ride a schooled horse doesn't make you automatically an amazing rider. Shocking. I know. I'm going to tell you a secret. They're called school horses for a reason. Kinda, so pretty much anybody can ride them and learn without them, bolting across the field. Just saying. And just because you can ride just that doesn't make you amazing, dear. As I say, I bring this up a lot for good reason. There are so many young people coming out believing they are amazing because they got a piece of ribbon. That doesn't automatically mean you should be giving your fountain of knowledge to other riders. Actually, maybe you want to try training not one but multiple horses and bringing them up the ranks before you start saying, I'm going to teach this to you. Number two, and this kind of goes hand in hand with my previous point, but just because you rode as a working student with some pro, you could be the most amazing pro in the world, might I add. Just because you spend, 6, 7, 8 months, hell, maybe even 12 months, does not automatically mean you are ready to teach other people. I've watched this happen time and time again. I was a working student under so-and-so. Now I'm a coach. I mean, it's almost like a vending machine. Pop in $1, and guess what rolls out the bottom? A coaching certificate. Half the time, these so-called working students can't train to save their lives. We shouldn't be shocked. How much can one really learn in 1 year? I know it sounds like a long time, and it is, but not nearly enough to start molding other people's minds. I already have a whole video right there about what to expect when you become a working student. And we realize that a lot of the time you're not sitting on all these horses. It has to do with a lot of barn work, hand-walking horses, cooling them out. If you think you're going to be riding all these fancy horses, doing piaffe, massage, tempies, all that, all day and all night, yeah, not happening. A lot of the times, you're not riding the fancy horses. A lot of the time, you're riding the horses on the naughty list. So with all that in mind, a year really isn't that long. So how much did you really learn in that 6, 7, 8, 12 months on the training side of things?
But now,
Oh yeah. You've done the training. You know how to train horses. So what's stopping you from being a coach, right? Which then leads me to number 3, which is, are you capable of being a coach? Sure, you can train horses, and hell, maybe you're the most amazing rider your region has ever seen. Okay, gold star. But can you train others to be amazing riders? Or better yet, can you train others to be amazing trainers? Teaching isn't just about telling somebody to sit up straight and use the inside leg to outside rein, or keeping your horse on the line just to get over a fence. Yeah, we got enough of those coaches in the world. We don't need any more. Funny thing is, when I was 14 and still a hunter, that's what I thought coaching was. Yeah, it's not. Crazy, I know, but shockingly enough, there's more to coaching than just that. Like number 4, if there's an emergency, do you know what to do? Say a horse takes off with the rider. Maybe they jump out of the ring. Maybe they are bolting around the field. Whatever the case may be, what are you doing? Do you know? Because I can tell you, screaming, shoulders back, heels down, it's not going to fix anything. It may sound great in theory, but you have to be able to convince the rider up there to do just that. So how are you doing that? Unless, of course, you're going to try and pull a Calamity Jane and run up a ramp, flip on the horse's back behind your rider, and do the work for her. And if that's the case, I'll just shut my mouth, because honestly, I want to learn from you. Number 5, do you have the mindset for coaching? As I've said, coaching isn't about screaming at people, telling them they are crap, and how they need to fix problems 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, there are coaches like that, but how far do their students really go? How emotionally broken are they? Are they learning to do it well, or are they terrified to make a mistake? This is a huge problem in the horse industry, and I won't lie, I'm a victim of it. If you can't separate your emotions from your teaching, if your ego is always getting in the way, if you get embarrassed because your student is struggling, don't coach. The coach needs to be able to keep their emotions in check, not be worrying about how their fellow riders are judging her student. Because here's the thing, if you can't keep your shit together on the ground, how do you expect your student to keep their shit together on the horse? And if the rider can't keep their shit together, how can you expect the horse to do their thing? My coach told me this, and it kind of really just opened up my eyes. There are so many coaches out there that are more worried about how they look in front of their fellow riders than how they can help their students. If this describes you, I'm sorry, you shouldn't be coaching. Not only is it bad for your student and their horse, it's going to be terrible for your mental health as well. Number 6, do you enjoy coaching? Do you enjoy seeing people have their aha moments? Are you the type of person just to help their student get a feel, will take time out of their day to help them when they are struggling and not charge them? To be a good coach, these things should be in the back of your mind. And I'm sure, yeah, there's going to be a whole bunch of you going,
"This is a business, Nolan. We aren't doing it for charity."
And yeah, I get that. But being a coach has to be more than just money. Coaching is about learning. It's about helping others, helping your students get to their goals. And yeah, I hate to say it, but shocking, this isn't about you. If all you can think about is the dollar bills you're going to be making each hour in a lesson, don't be a coach. And finally, our final thing, number 7, are you able to create a good, smart learning environment? The whole thing with being a coach is teaching your students, and to do that, you need to make sure the learning environment is a good one. Are your students allowed to make mistakes, or are you on them like 10 men? Do they fear sucking in front of you, or are you the one telling them that failing is a part of the learning process? This all works together into creating a good learning environment. Think about it this way. Do you have an ego and think you are better than your students? Tricky question, but think about it. My coach brought this up and it made me kind of go, huh, that's something to think about. She said to me, I am no better than any of my students. I may have more experience, but that does not make me better. We are all in this together and we are all learning. We talk about egos a lot on this channel, and it's really nice when a coach can take a step back and not have one. And that's what coaches should aim for. No egos, no putting each other down, no gossiping, none of that. You need to make the best learning environment going. Because you could be the best coach in the world. If you have a crappy learning environment, you're not going anywhere. And that's pretty much what we got for today. I don't want it to seem like I'm putting down coaches. We need coaches in the horse industry for sure. How else would we learn? But we really need to have the right coaches out there. And now it's on to you. What did you think of today's video? What do you think makes a good coach? I'd like to point out also, a great coach is somebody who can kind of be your therapist at the same time. When you start to get really upset or frustrated or whatever, they're not there putting gasoline on a fire. They're bringing you back down saying, you're cool, don't worry about it. Forget about he's doing that. You got this. That's what a good coach does. So what do you think a good coach does? Let me know down below. And while you're at it, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. As I have said many times before, and I'll say it again, it's a little thing, but it really does go a long way. And if you still haven't done it yet, which you definitely should, you should really hit the subscribe button and become a part of the Little Cruiser Guild yourself. Yeah, we have new videos up every week for your entertainment, but also makes this horse world make a bit more sense. And that's pretty much everything I've got for you guys today. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I am Nolan M Cruz, and I'll talk to you later. Ciao!